that's all this is. This is a gimmick to trigger guys like me that like Caitlin Clark. Now they want me to hate Diana Taurasi, Breanna Stewart, and all these old heads. And it's working because there's a chance I'm going to watch this game on June 30th. We're being played here.
There's some stars going to the WNBA. I know on the NBA side, like those guys, those vets are just like, all right, come get it, young fella, right? When the college guys come out, they're waiting for them. I mean, Camilla's coming, Caitlin's coming. There's more than just that are coming. What will the league have in store for them when they get there?
Look, SVP, reality is coming.
Okay.
There's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Of course.
And you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side, where, you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time. Not saying that it's not going to translate, because when you're great at what you do, you're just going to get better. But there is going to be a transition period where you're going to have to give yourself some grace as a rookie. And, it might take a little bit longer for some people.
TJ, yesterday I'm scrolling through Twitter and I see this billboard, this poster, the GOAT versus the rookie. And it's a big image of Diana Taurasi and her face. And Diana Taurasi needs to sue whoever put this picture out because, it's not good. But
as good as she looks.
I don't know. Anyway, but it's the GOAT versus the rookie, and it's a little silhouette image of Caitlin Clark, and I think it's June 30th, Diana Taurasi versus Caitlin Clark. And immediately I was like, oh, man, I can't wait to watch that. And then I remembered, it's the WNBA. I'm not watching that. But that's when it just dawned on me, like, they're playing a game with us. This is WWE. This is WWF, WWE. What is it, WWE or WWF?
WWF was your day. And they changed it from Federation to Entertainment.
Okay. So that's all this is. This is a gimmick to trigger guys like me that like Caitlin Clark. Now they want me to hate Diana Taurasi, Breanna Stewart, and all these old heads. And it's working because there's a chance I'm going to watch this game on June 30th. We're being played here.
I actually didn't think anything Diana said there was out of bounds. She just, that would have been very normal for any, if these were some dudes, you say, all right, Brooke, particularly in football, you'd say, all right, Brooke, it's going to take you a little time here. And because that's just the arrogance of the vets. And they say, we all had a learning curve and you're going to come in and you're going to be fine.
Show me anywhere where veterans have been talking about rookies, though, in the NBA or the NFL.
Happens privately in every conversation.
Privately.
Yeah.
All this stuff that's been going on has been publicly.
But you've never seen Diana Taurasi say anything. We have no idea how she operates.
Because we've never cared.
That's my point, right? We don't know. I actually don't know. She is probably obligated to operate differently to try to bring attention as opposed to these other. But everybody's saying this everywhere. It's exactly the conversations you have. The coaches tell you that when you come in.
Okay, but I'm starting to take Lynette Woodard. Mm-hmm. Going to Iowa, taking the invitation to be courtside when she breaks the record, and then being caught on camera somewhere accidentally taking a pot shot at Caitlin Clark.
She was at a podium. She was at an awards show. That wasn't accidental.
Her saying, again, I think she did it intentionally, knowing someone was going to take cell phone footage and get it put out. Yeah. That's why I'm putting the accidental in quote. And I'm saying all of this is Cheryl Swopes. I'm starting to think this is a psyop. All the over-the-top hatred towards Caitlin Clark is actually a brilliant marketing strategy for the WNBA. That's what I'm arguing.
And so I tell you this privately all the time. You are smarter than the average person, I think by quite a bit. And so you think through things at a level that these people. What happened probably is that these women who are jealous and hate Caitlin Clark accidentally tripped into something that would help promote these future matchups.
Listen, and I wish, we should have had Jill Savage or someone on the show to get the women. Women are catty. but they love to pretend that they're not. And so them talking trash about Caitlin Clark behind the scenes and hating her guts behind the scenes makes perfect sense. All of this public animus, all the tweet, Angel Reese subtweeting and all during the game, basically insinuating the game's rigged for Caitlin Clark. They saw how, look, Angel Reese doing this. It led to monster ratings. It led to Angel Reese being a bigger star. I'm saying this stuff is calculated and it's working. There was never a chance of me watching a WNBA game. Now there's a 10%, maybe 20% chance I'm going to watch because they've triggered an emotion in me. It's like, I don't like them. And they just need me to feel something about Diana Taurasi because I used to feel nothing.
Yep.
And so, animus, that works. And he likes Caitlin Clark, that works even better.
Well, and this is the argument that I was too stupid to acknowledge that I made yesterday, and that Angel Reese is a villain, that was a good thing. These women are making themselves villains, and that's a good thing. The one thing I would tell you is, are we sure that a group of women who actually would rather be men act like women most of the time? So Diana Taurasi and these
factory settings, TJ. Everybody has factory settings.
They do, but these women, most women don't walk around all day upset and annoyed that they're not treated like men. These women do. So then you operate in a way that gets you that sort of treatment.
Run that again.
Diana Taurasi, Breanna Stewart, this group of lesbians in the WNBA, they're all mad they're not men. All of them. And they're all mad they don't get
Are you sure they're mad they're not men, or there's some benefit that they believe men get that they want?
It's the same thing to me. So I would tell you, they wish they were men. They're athletes. Most female athletes, I would tell you, wish they were men because they like their sport. They don't get the respect, and that they would rather be men, particularly the lesbian athletes. They're sleeping with women like all the men. I mean, I think they would rather be men. They're upset that they're not men, and then they operate accordingly. So why can't I be competitive? If a man did this, you'd be saying this. If a man, and all day, every day, if a man was playing as well as I'm playing, they'd have 20 million viewers. If a man was playing as well as I am, I'd be making $30 million over and over and over all day, every day. This is what these women do. And so should we be surprised when they operate like a group of dudes?
I'm not sure if they're operating like a group of dudes, but you've given me much to think about. Someone hop in the comments, or some of y'all hop in the comments and help me think through what TJ's arguing, because I can't dismiss it in terms of are these guys authentically upset? This is the one I really want y'all to think. A lot of, I don't want to mischaracterize, a lot of women who play sports secretly wish they were men. Mm-hmm. Do y'all believe that? And some of you female athletes, do y'all believe that? Hit me over email, fearlessblazeshow@gmail.com, or hop in the comments in the chat. I got to think that one through. We may have to follow back up on that one and get a female voice in that discussion. It's a former athlete. I don't.
You don't buy it, huh?
Well, I just don't. I go back to my factory settings. And I go back to, like, in my day, like, I'm thinking about the college athletes at Ball State. And some of them, I could call name. We had a 6'3" girl, 6'2". That was Russian, I believe. And she wanted to be a girl. And a lot of brothers on the football team helped her out.
So this is not a blanket statement, but it is a statement I think I'd make about Diana Taurasi and many of these other. When you present yourself as though you're a dude, then why should I not believe that you want to be a dude?
Well, that's Diana Taurasi.
Yeah, but I think the WNBA is full of Diana Taurasis. Brittany Griner doesn't want to be a dude?
Yes, I think there are some that want to be, and there are some that feel, I got no choice. This is the culture.
They present themselves as women.
I'm too tall. Again, I couldn't imagine being a woman. Again, I go back to my factory settings. I will call this name because she's a very great, now she's no longer a young person. She's the same age as me. Linda Godby. We had a great basketball player at my high school, Linda Godby. She went to Auburn. She's a 5-star recruit, helped Auburn to some Final Fours. She's 6'6", attractive, beautiful. And she, even at 55, 56 now, still very feminine, but she's a good basketball player. And she, I don't think, and again, I don't know Linda well. I remember her from high school, and I've talked with her briefly at some point post-career or whatever, but Linda was always a woman and still is to this day.
So I think we're agreeing here. What I'm saying is there's a ton of Diana Taurasi. So we agree on Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner. And I would say the WNBA is 25%, 40% of those women, and that's the women I'm talking about. And those are the stars. How many super...
Skylar Diggins, she would be a star.
Yeah. And look, I think Angel Reese presents herself as a woman.
Yes.
So
fake eyelashes, fake weave.
That's not who I'd be talking about.
Yeah.
But these other women that are... Angel Reese has a reason to dislike Caitlin Clark, right? They were actually competitors, that she got beat by her recently, and these other women are just jealous of her.
All right, we got a lot to think about. Help us grow the Fearless Army. Pound that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with all of your fearless friends.